Heyo, welcome to Coaster Strike. My name is Theo and
My name is Tom.
And this is our 200 subscriber celebration live stream.
Yeah, so recently we reached 200 subscribers on the channel, which is obviously a massive milestone. And it's just a really exciting time, so we thought we'd do a live stream with a Q&A and also some Planet Coaster console gameplay.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for all of this, and we are going to be building the Thorpe Park map as we just had that insane starting intro, which I thought was appropriate. It took a while to get that working, but now it is.
So we'll pop into Planet Coaster console edition and
Yep.
we'll get building.
Yep.
So obviously, as I said, it's a Q&A, so if you have any questions, just put them down in the comments below. And, well, apparently I'm a bit quiet. I will see what I can do about that. So, hopefully that's made a bit of a difference. You hear me better now. So you can.
Okay. So these are all of the maps. You'll be able to see some of the stuff we've been working on that will come out in episode soon. Yeah, apparently the sound keeps going, so I will need to... Okay, well, I can fix that. Hopefully that's better.
Try and speak up in the meantime, but yeah, hopefully you can hear me a little louder.
There, that should be better, guys. Hopefully you can hear it.
Apologies, this is our first live stream, so
Yeah, it can only go up from here.
technology as well, so
Yeah, I've just spent 3 hours trying to do this properly, so yeah. Let's...
okay. Yeah, as I said, it's a Q&A.
So if you have any questions, we're going to have some questions for you, particularly me on my Thorpe Park thing.
Okay, so now the game audio is drowning me in. That's a bit of a shame.
Okay,
So,
I can just change the game audio, to be honest.
yeah.
Audio, no, audio there. There, that should be better. And
Hello, and by the way, to Cam and Koala Gamer, Gaming King, apologies for the volume issues in sound. Hopefully they should be fixed and out of the way.
okay, I fixed it now. Hopefully. Can you hear them?
Hear me now?
That should be better. We were going to get some software, but it bailed on us at the last minute. Classic software. But yeah, okay, so we have 7 viewers. High up to our 7 viewers, which was Planet Plipkin, Koala Gamer, and Gaming King. So we're just going to give a quick overview of what we've done. This was the start of Colossus, but we won't do that until the swarm is done. So it's starting to look a lot like the island. So I'll see if I can get a photo of the island up. And yeah, so we're going to record some of this and post it for episode 3. Episode 2 is already there. So if you want, we can give a quick POV of the swarm.
Yep. And in the meantime, if you are watching and you have any questions or funny bits or notes that you have, then be sure to put them down in the comments and let us know if you're watching even and you don't have any questions. Just because it's nice to know that you're there.
Yeah, it's just nice to know we've got viewers, and yeah, it's just nice for us because otherwise we're just talking to no one. So yeah, okay, let's here's the swarm POV. A little bit of the station here, and you look. I'll skip the lift hill because the lift hill doesn't really count as part of the ride.
Like the hills, let's be honest.
Yeah. Who says that the lift hill was their favourite part of the ride on anything but maybe a Gerstlauer?
That's a good one.
So then you go into the 0G roll, into the billboard, into the inclined loop, It needs a bit of smoothing, obviously, because it's quite rough. But I think I've created the layout quite well, actually. It's a literal recreation. If you go onto the stats, they are the same pretty much as the swarm in real life.
Blank, height, all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so... Yes, so this is just a quick overview. This is the station. It doesn't look very good now, but it will. If you've ever been on the swarm, there's actually two sides, but for some reason in plain code, you can go on this side and, I guess, walk over the track. I'm not really sure. I built the maintenance shed here, which is where they keep the second train, and the billboard. Now, if any of you have any ideas how to just, you know, how to make the billboard better, I would really appreciate that, because I have no idea, especially in Planet Coaster Console where there are no billboards. So I'm just going to get to work on it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue...
Like 85, as you've requested. Hello. Hi.
And Ellis Williams. Hi, what's up? So I'm just very quickly going to get a photo of the swarm up on my screen. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but so I'm just going to get the swarm station up. It's actually quite hard to build it, so yeah, and especially with the limit.
Broken down walls should work well.
Yeah, the limitations of Planet Coaster Console is kind of annoying.
Yeah. But we're doing the best we can, and hopefully by the end it'll be a wonderful recreation.
I don't think it'll be exact, but it'll be pretty good, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna start building. I'm just gonna start building. We're just gonna start talking about whatever. And
I'll keep an eye on the chat. Theo can be building, and hopefully we'll be able to answer any questions or queries.
Yeah, Planet Plipkin says icing people will be your best bet. It takes time but will look good. Is the icing pieces like the ones on the festive pack? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I didn't use that actually. I used and I think this turned out quite well. I thought about using the icing, but I used the Ying Dynasty, or one of the Chinese pieces.
Yeah.
When you see it, you'll see how well it looks. If I just go...
Gamer asked, what is your favourite roller coaster? Ed, do you want to go first?
Well, those who have watched the channel for a while know mine is probably the I have a bit of a tie in my head. So in terms of the best objective roller coaster, I think that would be Shambhala. I think objectively it'd be Shambhala, but the Swarm has great theming.
Yeah. I think for me, I've mentioned it before in like ranking videos and stuff, but Terran at Phantasialand in Brühl, Germany. It's just an amazing all-round coaster. It's an intimate blitz, so those launches are obviously really powerful. The layout is great, tons of airtime and lateral G-forces. And yeah, the theming is obviously just impeccable.
Yeah, but
it's
like
definitely going to be a hard one to top for me.
Yeah, Koala Gamer. Could you just specify what do you mean by best overall roller coaster? Do you mean the best themed, the best overall roller coaster, or the one you most have an emotional connection with?
It's like a connection of all.
Oh, for the billboard, the icing tip for the billboard. Okay.
Yeah, the icing pieces for the billboard.
How would that work?
You would use them to create the sort of sign and the decoration.
Okay. Well, this is the, I think it's the Quinn Dynasty wall from the World's Fair pack.
Yeah.
And it actually, if you recolor it white, it actually looks like the actual thing.
Sandstone.
Yeah, exactly. See there. I just thought I had a bit of a stroke of brilliance there, but I don't know. That might be just me. Okay.
No, it's definitely a good piece of concrete textures.
There's some bits, like the broken bits, I'm gonna have some trouble making.
Yeah.
For those of you who are fans of Coaster Bay, I have some good news about that.
Oh yes, for episode 8 of Coaster Bay, Theo will be taking over. 7 is currently in the editing process by me.
Yep.
But episode 8 will be Theo controlled, but he'll be taking over the park. And I'll let him explain what he'll be doing.
So there was a few ideas I had. So I wanted to originally a B&M Hyper would have fit, but that didn't quite work because you've already got a 200-foot B&M dive. So I was gonna do an Intamin Hyper, not really like Millennium Force, more like Sky Rush, and Millennium Force is a Giga anyway. So
Yeah.
sort of like Sky Rush, but that didn't work either. So I ended up going with a Mark Ride's launch coaster, which is a Mobius loop coaster, and it's themed.
Maybe DC Rivals in Australia.
I was thinking it was more Blue Fire, but it's on theming level of Taron.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're leaving up to me, but yeah.
Well, I'll do some of the theming. See, icing hasn't shown up. Oh, yes. Okay. For the billboard, but what am I doing with the icing for the billboard?
So you just sort of sink them in a bit and you use them to create smaller details.
Okay, so like the bit where the train goes through.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get to work on the Swarm station for now. It's really hard to create a recreation this big. Like, some people would just settle on just the Swarm, but I'm gonna have Inferno here, Saw here, Colossus here, Stealth here, X/ The Walking Dead here. It's gonna be an insane project. So,
do you think of X No Way Out? Well, do you think of the ride as X No Way Out or The Walking Dead the ride? Because a lot of people have mixed opinions as to which they prefer. So if you've ridden either version, let us know.
Yeah, well, if any of you have ridden X, because I never actually got to ride X. Neither have I ridden The Walking Dead. It was closed last time we went because of COVID.
Yeah.
And
I just think, I myself think it is Walking Dead the ride. I just think it's a more all-round theme, and I slightly prefer it, even if it is based on an American TV series.
But the American TV series was very successful.
Call it X No Way Out, but it's not like Air turning into Galactica. I would say it's a different sort of change, and I think I would call it Walking Dead the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, how many viewers do we have? So we've gone down from 9 to 8. Have you ever been on any VR type roller coasters, and do you think they're better in any way, or is the real thing better? Well, it depends. I think always going on a real life roller coaster is better. But
I personally prefer real world theming to VR theming.
Yeah.
Because that anyone can create a virtual world of theming. But I think it actually takes skill.
I think they mean more like a Google Cardboard type thing.
Oh, I thought you meant like Galactica or something.
No, I don't think so. I just think the forces that you get on a real roller coaster is so much different. to sitting in your chair and riding roller coasters, but that's just me. Some people may love VR roller coasters.
Yeah, better in any way, I would say. Apart from the fact that you could ride a 500-foot coaster or a coaster which launches you up to 300 miles an hour, you still don't get the experience that you would get from that. Like the drop of a 500-foot coaster, you don't get the wind pushing in your face and the feel of your body sort of becoming weightless as the train drops below you. And the launch, you don't get those G-forces pushing you back into your seat. So I would have to say there is nothing that a VR coaster can do is anywhere near the equivalent of like a real life coaster, but I can still see why people like them, especially in times during like lockdown, where obviously you can't go to a theme park, so
Yeah.
VR is your only option.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Just the whole thing of going to a theme park, you know, the excitement.
Yeah, just the all-round immersive experience.
Yeah.
Like, at the moment, there are no real simulations which allow you to build a whole
Well, there
theme
is,
park.
but like they cost millions of pounds. Like the one at Disney, it was a simulation at Epcot.
I've never heard of that, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was very innovative. It's gone now, but it was.
Yeah.
For the time. And it allowed you to go upside down and move, and you had the same forces. But whether that will ever become mainstream, I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Just
It's
because.
really hard to simulate the entire experience of a roller coaster virtually.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ella Williams asks, where is your favourite theme park? Can be global or can only be in the UK?
I think I know what your answer will be. Is this that I've been to?
Yeah, you have to have been to the theme park.
Okay. Well, one I haven't been to would obviously be either Magic Mountain or Cedar Point. Look those up if you've never heard of them. But the one that I have been to, I think it'd be a tie between Ferrari Land in Abu Dhabi or Ferrari World, which was Portaventura, in Spain, Salou, Spain. I already know what yours will be.
Yeah, obviously mine's Fantasyland. I think it's probably one of the best theme parks for theming in the entire world, if not the best. And I just think the all-round immersive experience is crazy. Wherever you go, you're just in a completely different world, and I think there's nothing that quite matches its level of sort of immersiveness anywhere around the world. So I would have to say Fantasyland.
Cool,
Whilst
cool.
Some of the rides there are not the most amazing, and they haven't got.
Windrup.
It has to be Fantasyland.
Yeah.
In the only.
In the UK, it would be Thorpe Park.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm building it.
Hours yet, but hope to sometime this year.
Yeah.
And obviously Chessington's a bit of a smaller park, Fantasy Island, Tacoma City. So yeah, I would have to go.
Home of the best for combers, though. That is a big distinction.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, apparently the SLC there is the best in the world.
I did not enjoy it, I have to say.
It's a custom layout SLC, because...
Yeah.
So you'll see...
It's a suspended looping coaster by Vekoma, and they're known for being incredibly rough and not the best experience overall.
No.
And I can confirm that, they are awful.
Yeah, but you've not only been on a custom layout, so you... Yeah. I'm sure many people, though, can confirm that.
Yeah.
They have tortured the coaster industry.
Many years.
But now Vekoma have got a new one, which is... Some people say it's better than the B&M invert.
Oh, I think that's...
Tom is triggered.
I feel like B&M have sort of nailed the inverted coaster. I don't know what more there is to do.
Yeah.
I feel like they've got it perfect. Because it's all about those positive G-forces like pulling on your feet because they've got nothing below them. So...
Yeah, I think the wing coaster is a better variation on both the floorless and the suspended.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I just think it's just some of the forces. I know Swarm is forceless, but that idea and the theme just matches.
I still don't agree with people saying that Swarm is forceless. I would say it's not as forceful as some coasters, but no B&Ms are really.
No.
I would say it's still really forceful. It's just
That
not
head
forceful
chopper.
as other coasters that people have
That
ridden.
head chopper just there.
Yeah, I love head choppers.
Yeah, the Swarm does head choppers right. Some people back in 2012 disagreed with the billboard because they said, why would some random billboard be in a church, be next to a broken church? But I don't think that's what Swarm Island is. I think Swarm Island is a representation of how the Swarm devastated the whole of England.
Yeah, it's just a sort of a section of the world.
Yeah, it's meant to represent the world.
Alien flying monster creature things. They're not very specific.
Yeah, we have a new commenter. Hey, an Angel Coaster Mecha? I'm assuming that's Danish. Not Danish. It's either Danish or German. Like Manuel Neuer, the footballer.
Yeah, Mara rides.
Or Mara rides. Yeah.
If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down below and we'll try and answer them as best we can.
Do you prefer on a roller coaster going up or down? I assume you mean airtime or inversions.
Yeah, no, I think like up or down. I would have to say, I guess if you're talking about like a hill, down is obviously the most exciting part. But the down bit up, sorry, is where you get a bit of that airtime. I don't know. I kind of prefer the very top of the hill. If
Well,
that's what you mean.
There's a reason why Colossus is one of my favourite rides at Thorpe Park.
Yeah, you like the positive G's.
I love the positive G's. It's just... Also, I rode it the most when I went... When I was 8 years old, I just kept going on it.
Yeah.
You will see now on my video, I am building the support beams to the church. I actually spent a few hours doing this in my newest episode, which will come out sometime in the next week. But it was very problematic and I didn't get it right, so this is me trying to get it right. Because it's quite hard to get a broken, sculpture.
Yeah, building destroyed stuff sort of requires building it and then destroying it, which is a bit tricky when you can't destroy stuff.
Yeah. That's why building the Swarm in Minecraft is so easy.
Yeah. Do you reckon when they built the Swarm station, they built the entire church and then they just brought a wrecking ball in, which knocked it down?
I think the Swarm was built individually, like in a shop or something, or a workshop. Making the Swarm would be quite cool, just that idea of making.
Yeah,
This recreation will not be 100% one-to-one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my best, and we'll probably use this in videos as footage for the actual Swarm. And we'll do that with most of the coasters in in this Thorpe Park recreation. But it won't be 100% realistic because, having not been there for however many months.
Yeah. Question for all of you about a new series that I might do. Because, as you may or may not know, I'm sort of an aspiring coaster designer. I plan to work for RMC or Intamin or B&M possibly in the future. And possibly start my own company. So I thought I might start a series on sort of my own coaster concepts and ideas for sort of different coaster types. I would make a different video showcasing each type on the channel, and so you'll be able to sort of see them and see what you think of the ideas. I just thought that might be a cool series. for you to sort of get a glimpse inside of my head and see what I'm thinking.
Definitely. I would.
Yeah, if you-
I'd watch that. I think it's an interesting concept. I watched a video a few months ago about arrow concepts, where someone created their own arrow concepts.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why I'm building this away, it's because there seems to be a glitch where in this area, on this radius area, it won't let me do advanced edit. So, yep. That's great. But now I think I've fixed it. If you have any more questions, please let us know. We're very much enjoying answering your questions. We are just quickly going to take an ad break. I hope you like what we have.
This could be interesting.
Yeah.
A quick ad break and you can see some roller coaster adverts in the meantime.
This may get copyrighted.
Colossus. First 10-wheeling roller coaster, Colossus. It never leaves you from Thorpe Park.
And we're back. So that was Colossus advert from Thorpe Park again.
Was built.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's hop straight into the building.
Yes. Now we'll be building Thorpe Park. Unbelievable, right? We're gonna, this is also a time to announce we are going to be doing more streams like this. Because it's just, often we just sit there on our own.
Yeah.
And,
just join now. This is our 200 subscriber live Q&A. Recently reached 200 subscribers on the channel. So we are hosting a Q&A whilst we build in our Thorpe Park recreation in Planet Coaster Console Edition.
yeah.
We'll be answering questions. So if you have any, let us know down in the comments.
This can be questions about the channel, questions about, you know, our favourite roller coasters. We've had a few of those already. Questions about manufacturers, just anything in general. We're happy to answer any.
If you've got any problems in Planet Coaster or anything, or you want some tips, then we'll be here to help.
Yeah. We also have a Twitch, if you haven't seen it. We don't stream on there often because we'll stream on YouTube instead because it's our preferred option. But that is linked on the channel.
If you want to see that.
We also have a Discord server. So you can join that if you want to chat with us about stuff like a constant Q&A. We're not always online on there though, so it's easier. If you don't get an answer from us straight away, it's because of that. Anything else? Any new comments? Okay, so you've just put the Twitch link on the channel on the... Could you guys comment? I think we did this on our last stream, but not many people watched that, so...
this is our first time like officially revealing those socials. So if you want to join, you'll be one of the first, and you'll be sort of one of the OG Coaster Strike fans.
Yeah.
Or fans, I don't know, whatever you would say.
Yeah. We have a few videos in the works currently, so we've obviously got the Coaster Bay stuff. I have a few speculation videos, Thorpe Park predictions. Hopefully now theme parks are going to reopen. Hopefully hopefully when theme parks, when we go to a theme park, we will vlog it.
Yep. And also, I'll read the first 5 videos of my upcoming videos for the list. As a little sneak peek and a special treat for those who are watching the live stream. So first off, seeing the coaster manufacturers in a tier list, so this will consist of me sort of ranking all the manufacturers out there and putting them in a tier list.
Your voice has gone all funny.
Different sections, A, B, C, and D, A being the best, D being the worst. And you just sort of them and talk about my opinions and thoughts on them.
I did that for Thorpe Park, so if you watch that. It was one of the worst videos on our channel actually. But that's, to be fair, it did take me 10 minutes to make, so it makes sense. You guys need your quality.
Also, Coaster Bay episode 7 is in the works.
And Coaster Bay episode 8 with me.
Thorpe Park, which is a video I'm quite excited for. I'm really looking forward to making that, and it's sort of an idea of what process you have to go through to build a theme park in real life. So it's sort of like, if you won the lottery, what would you have to do to build a theme park, and what would you have to do to make it the best theme park in the world?
See your point.
And then video number 4 is, what will roller coasters be like in 2050? So it's just sort of like a guess or prediction as to what the world of roller coasters will look like in 2050, 29 years from now. Who will be up at the top, which manufacturers will be working, and what sort of innovations might have been made in that time.
Vekoma.
Yeah, could Vekoma be the top manufacturer?
It wouldn't surprise me actually with the Legendia coasters and the Lek coasters at
I
Legendia.
honestly think the launch flying coaster is underrated.
You do? We haven't had any more comments from you guys. Are you guys not commenting?
Yeah, where are you? We're waiting.
Yeah. We are very excited to hear from you guys and what you think. Some of the videos that I've got in the works. So I've got Thorpe episode 2. This is the recordings for the end of episode 2 and the start of episode 3. And we also have this is a video I don't know whether you guys want to see. My sister absolutely hates roller coasters. She has been on 2, which is a Vekoma Junior coaster, which she acted like it was a 500-foot T-Rex, RMC T-Rex. She wants to build a roller coaster in Planet Coaster and have me record it. Would you guys be interested in that?
Yeah, is that something you want to see? And our reaction to it, and sort of trying to help her out building a roller coaster, because obviously if you don't know much about them, it can be tricky to get them right, so hopefully it goes well, but who knows.
Yeah. And there's a ringing. I don't know why that is.
Not sure.
So I'm just finishing up on the station supports for the church. I'm having to use art pieces because there's no actual pieces in the game that will look like that.
Yeah. There are some wooden beams, but I don't think they're quite the right.
But they won't go like how I want it. That head chopper. I don't know how safe that is to ride.
It's literally a head chopper. Like, it chops off your head.
Well, that was like a marketing stunt the Swarm team did.
Yeah.
Like, they had like the dummies and their heads fell off. Maybe I should include that as like an Easter egg.
Legs have been chopped off.
Maybe I should
Right,
include that
funny.
as an Easter egg. Yeah. Is everything okay for there? We also have news that Tom will be doing the next episode.
Oh, yeah, I will take episode 3 of Thorpe Park, and hopefully I'll be doing stuff like building the dome at the entrance of Thorpe Park, which is obviously sort of head feature of their skyline and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I am now going to finish up. We are halfway through the stream now. So I thought it would be a good idea.
2 minutes, yeah. We've got 18 minutes left.
Yeah, we've got 18 minutes left, so we're about 3/4 of the way through. 2/3.
Yeah.
So I thought we should look at Coaster Bay now.
Alright, yeah, let's hop on to Coaster Bay and do some building and that. You get a little sneak peek of what's coming in episode 7, because there is quite a lot of new stuff on the right hand side of the park that we haven't really been building.
Yes, so we're going to parks. Best park, even though that is the Thorpe Park map. We will give a little tour and sneak peek of what we've been building first.
What we've been building, and yeah, you like it.
Thank you guys for all of the tips though, I really appreciate it. On the map. It's very helpful. Just changing the description to building Coaster Bay.
So yeah, if you're watching the stream, please leave us questions and messages in the chat because we're running a little bit dry on things to talk about at the moment. But yeah, no, if you have anything you are wondering about or any questions about us as people or any of the videos on the channel series, then just let us know and we'll get back to you as quick as we can.
Yeah.
And try to answer any of your questions that you might have.
Yeah, of course. So first off, this is this beautiful skyline. You have a skull here, like Skull Rock from, I guess, Peter Pan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? And we'll have here the we have here the Lakeside Resort. Is it a resort or restaurant? I'm not sure.
A restaurant.
Oh, it's a restaurant. Could have a Lakeside Resort where you can see the definitely not animatronic.
Yeah, no, they're real hippos.
They're real hippos, not animatronic. Our stream status is poor. I'm not sure what that means, but I think that's the Wi-Fi. This building is really good, like Planet Zoo level stuff right there.
Okay.
So this is the Rapids ride. It's halfway completed because you decided to start another project. This is the B&M dive machine. It is free. I think maybe today I'll get to work on some fences. If any of you have been to Portaventura, then you will probably see that apparently you guys will experience buffering for whatever reason. So, sorry. Tom?
Yep, I've got pretty good quality over here.
Okay.
I've got another question. Do you like fairground rides too, or just the big theme park rides? Obviously, like I prefer massive roller coasters because you get those crazy thrills. But there are some fairground rides.
I think the best fairground in the world would be Hyde Park Winter Wonderland.
Is it at the fair?
I think it is. I think it's got travelling rides. I think it'd be classified as one.
I think usually when you think of a fairground, you sort of think like this very classic old style travelling around the country rides. Stuff
Yeah.
like Helter Skelters and Twizzlers.
I always think of something like...
But
Oh, okay. This is the Excelente, which is a very good name, I must add. Well done, Frontier. Because it's like Excelente, but it... Yeah. Yeah. This... Yeah, it looks really good, actually. It's quite small, but it looks good.
Keep it small and simple.
Yeah. I think if they ever add fish, which would be a good update, fish.
Yeah, an aquatic DLC.
Yeah. Would you put fish in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Also, you should have a drop here where it goes into the water. Just saying. So this is the RMC. If none of you know what an RMC is, it's basically a coaster that uses wooden supports, but it uses a steel track. This one is 200 foot, I think, so it's a hyper hybrid. If you don't know what a hyper coaster is, I'll explain in a minute. It is its marketability, I don't know,
Yeah.
is that it's the first 200 foot hybrid with a twisted drop. Is that right?
I like the drop because I don't know, because Iron Rattler has got the twist drop, which a lot of people often say is like a highlight of the ride, because the G-forces are very strong.
Yeah.
So I was sort of trying to emulate that on Iron Rattler, and I was quite happy with how it turned out. I've made a lot of changes over time, because the first sort of draft of the ride was horrible, and I absolutely hated it, even after like smoothing and stuff. But I'm quite happy with how it is now. I think I'll probably still be making a few changes in the future.
It's very Steel Vengeance inspired, like this Outer Banks Steel Vengeance.
I think it's hard not to be inspired by Steel Vengeance when you're building arms because it sort of feels like it's perfect RMC hybrid.
Yeah.
There's not much more.
And it includes the insane and custom supported 0G roll. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm never quite sure of what I think of the 0G roll, the supports. Sometimes I
0G
think it's
stall.
great in the entrance plaza area, and then other times I'm just like, oh, this is the most unrealistic thing ever. I hate it.
Yeah.
But
I think it looks good.
I might do it for a minute.
Problem is-
Zadra's 0G stall.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Problem is, nothing in like a simulation, whether it's No Limits 2 or something
Yeah.
else, is it doesn't look realistic until it's built.
Yeah. I
But
agree with that.
yeah, this is the great. It looks great. It looks absolutely great, doesn't it? Hello?
And then obviously I've created these sort of. I was going for a Caribbean style village
Yeah.
for this area, so a bit more modern than the piratey feel that we have on the other side of the park. These sort of townhouses and city streets.
Yeah.
But
This
a bit
bit,
more
this near miss is very cool.
But
And then you've got this play area, which looks awesome. I
the
must
slide
say.
is the only thing which I'm not 100% happy with. I just feel it's a bit massive.
Yeah.
just
And
because the
this-
pieces aren't that fast, so there
Yeah.
wasn't much to do.
This is what
Yeah,
I've
that's
made.
fine.
Now, Tom hasn't seen this.
No, I haven't yet.
It's not completely
little
done.
bit.
I think I got rid of half of it.
So I'm walking along with you guys.
Yeah. It's not done, by the way.
Might
Mainly
move it
because
around
that
there.
bit doesn't make it past the 0G roll.
Yeah. Might move it behind the sort of the big cliff.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We've got sort of two really high thrill coasters in one area. I'm not sure. I might
Three,
move behind.
really. This bit needs to be fixed because the launch, it does make it past the 0G roll, and it goes here, and then this bit will be indoors.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're going to take another ad break now.
And I don't think I'll be able to return after this ad break, but I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. So
I'm going to carry on for a little bit, and
if
then
you think afterwards, we can answer a few more questions.
yeah, because there are a few questions in the chat we haven't yet answered. So
Yeah, it was nice to see you guys and answer your questions.
yeah.
Thank you so much for 200 subscribers. It's an amazing milestone, and I'm really happy that we reached it.
This
Again, thank you.
This ad break's going to be a little bit longer, I think, than we usually would make it. So yeah.
That was it. I'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, for Tom. Bye. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Record-breaking roller coasters like Top Thrill Dragster, Millennium Force, and others. Now, there's Gatekeeper, the tallest, fastest, longest wing coaster. 170 feet tall, with over 4,000 feet of track flying right through 2 keyholes that don't look nearly big enough. Are you and your friends brave enough to ride the new record-breaking Gatekeeper? Save on tickets at cedarpoint.com.
Okay, so Tom's gone now, so we are just going to wrap this up. Let's just see some of your comments right now. And we're just going to leave this here, this nice view, while I will answer your comments for now, just because it looks really nice and you can see everything going round. So yeah, okay, so are there any underwater roller coasters? Like, do they have restaurants and hotels under the sea? Do you mean like Atlantis? Because that is an interesting concept. I can say that. There isn't actually. There are rides similar, which I'll show in a minute. My computer is just, just glitching a little bit. So we're just gonna fix that. There you go. We should fix it now. so any underwater roller coaster. Well, I will just show some. So I'm just searching up a roller coaster called Diving Vanish Roller Coaster. So I'm just gonna, you should be able to see this. This is in Japan, and it basically goes underwater. It's kind of insane. Let's just watch a POV here. We'll credit the person, Theme Park Review, credit to them. We'll skip the ads.
Don't hold back on me, Peloton.
I have to mute it for copyright reasons. See this. This is the main draw of the ride. That's the main draw of the ride. It's quite cool, but it doesn't actually go underwater. I think there's another version of that ride in the Maldives, which is quite cool, I think. And yeah. Any other questions? Aaron Engel, hello, what's up? We're going to end the stream in about 2 or 3 minutes. If you've got any questions, I would recommend asking them now. Just say bye in the chat, and yeah. So yeah, we are going to end it. We're just playing the ending theme to Thorpe Park, and we will see you later.